My family, hi. I have an interview I want to share with you between Prophet Angel and Turning Point CEO, that is Jack Ross, who was a close friend to Charlie Kirk.
Jack Ross. Hello. This is, of course, as I said to you guys, I'm going to bring in CEO of Turning Point UK, Jack Ross. Jack Ross, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay, all things considered. Obviously, the death of Charlie's hit us hard over here. But what's been really encouraging is seeing the positive response and how much he actually meant to people across the world, including Christians. Charlie was one of the main drivers behind bringing back Christianity in the West, and it's just such a shame that he was horrifically assassinated. It's not just an attack on patriotism; it's an attack on the church and Christianity as well.
That's a very good point, because you see, I've known you for years and we've visited each other. You introduced me to Charlie Kirk, and I'm as a Christian, it's so tiring and even so depressing to hear some of our Christian brothers, quote unquote, some of our Christian brothers acting as if they know Charlie. And some of us that have actually known Turning Point and known Charlie, and I've known you for years, actually know who Charlie is. And people just talking on the pulpit. Can you just shed more light on Charlie Kirk as a person, Charlie Kirk as a Christian, and Charlie Kirk as a person who would try to embrace all races, if you may?
Well, definitely. Well, Charlie was a Christian man, and he's the furthest thing from a racist out there.
Yep.
I think a lot of people have picked up on clipped videos of things he said, but then taking out of context. So when he's talked, say, about the African American community and actually it being safer in the 1950s for them than it is now, is not to say we need to return to the 1950s and segregation and all of that horrible stuff. It's to say we need to do everything we can to increase the living standards of people from the African American community. Charlie actually had something called the Young Black Leadership Project with Turning Point USA. They'd go into African American communities, they'd go into places like Detroit or Chicago and find community leaders and train them how to be politicians so they could escape from sort of the cycle of poverty affecting their community and have leaders who could start bringing them up. Charlie was one of the few people who actually cared about this in politics. So the Democrats pretend to care, but as far as I'm concerned, in Democrat-controlled areas, the quality of life is majorly decreasing. Whereas actually what Charlie was trying to do with Turning Point and to a wider extent the Republican Party was improve the lives of all Americans and bring everyone up to a better living standard.